Woke up this morning and it's 4 degrees here this morning. So I thought I would go ahead and make some cube steak with brown gravy in the crock pot this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The little one's going to be assisting me. So let's go get started this morning. Got my coffee. I have my helper. And let me set you over here for a minute. And as always, I have his treats. Okay, sit, sit, sit. Good boy. Okay, so treats ready. Get my hands ready. I hope everybody's staying warm this morning. Cool here. It was -4 and it's supposed to keep dropping today, so I thought it'd be a good day just to put something in the crock pot and make some cube steaks and brown gravy in the crock pot. So if you're just coming in, get you a cup of coffee and join me this morning, or a warm drink, cool drink. And have a couple more treats. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get you moved over here this morning. It's just been one of those weeks. So to save some time, I went ahead and started heating up my skillet. I'm using my cast iron skillet this morning. And I'm going to be using some flour to roll my cube steak in this morning. And since it's only my husband and I'm doing 4 cube steaks this morning. I'm going to go ahead and roll those, put those in some flour, just enough to coat them nice. And I'll get those browning. I just want to brown those for about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't want them cooked through, because I'm going to be cooking them in the crock pot all day. I think I'll just brown them 2 at a time. Let me shake Puppy out a little more treats. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper it lightly. Just using black pepper and some sea salt. And you know me, I'm going to have to add just a little bit of garlic powder. Just wouldn't be the same without my garlic powder. And I'm holding the lid. That was so horrible, that little lid pop off the other day. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to get done, I'm going to move this to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and mix up my gravy mix. And I'm just doing a simple gravy mix. I'm going to use onion, soup today. Just one packet. And I'm going to use some brown gravy mix. So I'm going to go ahead and put some water in there. I got 2 cups of water. And I'm going to use 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. We'll go ahead and turn these over, set the seasonings on that side. And I'm going to go ahead and just season my other side. I'm going to set my timer for about 3 minutes. So I don't want these to overcook. I don't want that back on there. We have this cold front moving in. It was -4 when I got up this morning. Okay, I'm going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom. I'm going to add 1 packet of the just onion soup. And then I'm going to add, it says 3 tablespoons for 1 cup. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of brown gravy. This would be equal to if you have a packet of brown gravy. I'm just going to whisk that up really good. Then I'm going to make some mashed potatoes today to go with this. And then I'll heat up a vegetable, side vegetable. Give me another treat, goodness. Puppy is spoiled already. When I'm in the kitchen, he gets his treats. Go ahead and turn that again. So I don't want this to overcook. Turn this down just a little bit. I just want these to brown nice. And then today, I went ahead and took out of my freezer one of my banana breads that I had frozen. So I have it thawing. Hopefully you can see that. That's not nice. Sit. Sit. Good boy. So I'm just letting that thaw on the counter. I baked 2 loaves and I froze 1. So I'm kind of doing a freezer rotation as well today. It's really cool here today, so I've got my big old sweater on. And Puppy acts like it's a new moon, or full moon. He's been really needy. I think he might be just a little bit spoiled. So, I'm going to go ahead and move you over here while that's browning. I've got me a bag in my strainer, and I'm going to go ahead and peel some potatoes while I'm waiting on that. So I hope everybody's doing good this morning. Hope you're staying warm. And I'm rotating my potatoes. I just got my Kroger order in yesterday with some fresh potatoes. So I'm going to turn these smaller ones that I have already on hand into some mashed potatoes today. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and use the cube steak today. Today just seems like a day for a crock pot meal. So I hope everyone's doing good, staying warm, staying safe. So I can go ahead and get this done while I'm waiting for that to brown. Like I said, I like to do it about 3 minutes. I don't want to overcook it. I just want it to lightly brown. Depending on how warm my cast iron skillet is, it may not take as long. And my little helper is definitely being needy this morning. So we're going to do some cube steak with brown gravy and some mashed potatoes. And then I'll decide what other side I want to do. Sorry if you hear him in the background. He's definitely being needy this morning. And he was needy yesterday. He goes through little moods. I don't know how much snow we're supposed to get, but I know the temperature's supposed to continue to drop. So I went ahead and made sure I had a few cases of water on hand and all the extra things I need. Just wondering, what state do I live in? Ohio. We're under an advisory still for this cold temperature and storm. And then we had a water line break, so we were under a water flow advisory there for about 24 hours. So just to make sure, I did a 48 hours. We have the saltwater filtration system, and then my husband also put the system under the sink that it filters everything else, so it comes out about like bottled water. And that's for this little extra faucet we have over here. So that's very nice. So it's filtering through the water filter, and then also the news is saying we're supposed to get snow today here. And yes, and a lot of places that have not got snow, I've seen they're calling for snow. It's a strange storm coming through. I think the news said we haven't seen one like this for about 20 years. So it's stretching quite a ways. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these ones out. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these extra brownings that I have in here. So I'm going to add that right into my crock pot. It'll make my gravy so good. So they're just lightly browned. I love snow. It's so pretty, but dangerous at the same time. Exactly. I'm not much on the bad weather anymore. I don't drive like I used to. I just can't handle the snow. Even though I have a four-wheel drive SUV Jeep, the Jeep Grand Cherokee, I just don't like to travel in the snow. Now, I was raised in West Virginia, and of course we have a lot of snow in the winter. So I was used to driving on bad roads. Again, I'm just flouring this lightly. And I'm browning it for about 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm putting just a light season on it. I'm putting salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. And grill those cube steaks look delicious. Thank you. I just thought it would be a good day for cube steaks in the crock pot. So I'm going to go ahead and season this lightly with salt, pepper, and just a little bit of garlic powder. My husband loves garlic powder, so I just add a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side. I'm going to turn those over and season the other side. And I'm going to turn my fire up just a wee bit. I love my cast iron. So I just thought this would be a good morning for a crock pot meal. I can throw it on, get some things done. And I like to keep rotating my freezer and my pantry. So this is a good way for me to make an easy meal and rotate my freezer and any pantry products that I have that I want to go through, like my brown gravy mix and my onion soup mixes. And it's going to be cold and nasty today, so I thought this would be a really nice meal for today. And then I decided, since I was cleaning the freezer, I'd made the banana bread, I think about a week ago. I made 2 loaves, left one out, which we ate, and then I decided to freeze the other one. And since I'm doing rotation of my freezer stuff, I thought, well, I'll just pull that banana bread out today. And let that thaw out, and that will be a nice addition. Hopefully everybody is prepared for this cold weather coming. Go ahead and turn those over. I think we're about as prepared as we can be. I always have extra soups made, and that chicken noodle soup that I made yesterday, my husband said it was absolutely delicious. He liked the thicker noodles in it for the soup. And I had that whole chicken that I had baked, and what we didn't eat, I had deboned and froze. I thawed that out yesterday and added that into my chicken noodle soup yesterday. And it turned out amazing. Just a minute, Bubby. Just 1 minute. The boy said. Again, we're in training, myself and my pup. He's learning, and I'm learning to be her baby mama. So we're in training together. So, this is what we're into this morning. Having some coffee, making a crock pot meal. And I'll put this on, if I wanted this done quicker, I would put it on for about 3 hours on high. But since I'm going to be here today and be doing some odd men house chores, I'm just going to put this on low. And I'll check it about 6 hours and see if it needs a little bit more. If it does, I'll let it go the full 8 hours on low. If it's done at 6 hours, I'll just turn it over to keep warm, and I'll have beef steaks and gravy ready to go for dinner. And then I'm going to go ahead and have all my potatoes peeled so I can do my mashed potatoes, peeled and chopped. I'll just soak these in some water so they'll be ready to go. Keep all that goodness up off of there. We want to definitely use that in our crock pot. We'll give those just a couple more minutes, and I'll move them over, and we'll be ready to get them in the crock pot. It's going to work out pretty good, just in time to get all my potatoes peeled. Potatoes really, if you don't have a cold storage for your, like a cellar house for your potatoes, we have a mobile home, so I really don't have an area that's really, really cool. So I like to use my potatoes pretty quickly. Now in the summer, of course, they're going to last longer with the central air. But in the winter, I do have a dark pantry that I can keep them in, or keep them covered with a dark towel in a basket, and that does help in the winter. Goodness, little one. That's not mine. We don't do that. So, we're just about ready to move over to the crock pot and get everything into the crock pot. So that worked out pretty good. And that banana nut bread is going to be really good this afternoon. My potatoes soaked here while I move back over to do get everything in my crock pot. So we'll come back over here. Around just a minute there on that side. Again, I'm just lightly browning them, and then any of my browning that's in my cast iron skillet, I'm going to add that to my crock pot. And in this bowl I have the 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, 2 cups of water, 1 packet of onion soup, and brown gravy mix. I put 3 tablespoons in, which will be equal to 1 packet of brown gravy mix. Now, if you wanted to brown some onions or put some onions in this, you could do that. But I'm going to, since I have the onion soup, I'm not going to add any extra today. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get moved over here. I'm just using my small crock pot this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and just place the first ones in on the bottom. I didn't spray this crock pot. And then I'm just going to drop these brownings in there. ahead and mix this gravy up real good. We'll go ahead and turn this on high. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just add these other two in there, and I'm just going to kind of layer them. And then I'm going to add the rest of my good stuff in there, try and not get too awful much grease. Kind of shift it around there. There we go. And I just kind of layered them in there. And now I'm just going to add my gravy mix right on top. Just pour it slow. Now I'm just going to kind of lift up everything and just let it get clear down on the bottom. I want my meat covered, but I just want to make sure I have some good gravy mixed down there on the bottom. And then I've just got everything covered. And then I'm going to just put my lid on and just let that cook. So that's what we're doing this morning. And I've got my potatoes in the sink. So I'm just going to kind of wash them off a little bit. And I'm just going to have these already soaking in my water, so when I'm ready, my potatoes will be ready to cook up for my mashed potatoes. And I'm going to leave that on low. I'm going to kick it over to low, because I want to be here. And I'll taste that, and if I feel that it needs a little more gravy mix in it, I'll add some more gravy mix to that. But it's quick, it's easy. And that's what we're going to have for dinner. And I'll just set these over here and cover them, and they will be ready when I'm ready for mashed potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of salt into that water. And I'm going to let those set there in here a little bit. I'll come in and turn these on and get my mashed potatoes done. And decide what side vegetable I want, side dish. And now get my kitchen cleaned up. And I will have dinner ready. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything gathered up here. Get my kitchen cleaned up. And then I can just sit back and relax. And I'll have dinner when I'm ready for it. Fast, easy. Today is refrigerator clean out day. So I can have my whole kitchen cleaned up. And then any storage containers or anything that I need to do, I can run through. And I'll have everything done in the kitchen that I wanted to get accomplished today. So we have it on low, and I'm just going to let that slow cook for 6 to 8 hours. And that will be dinner. So that's what we're doing this morning. And then again, I did thaw out some banana bread. So I'm going to have some banana bread thawed out for this afternoon. And it looks like Puppy needs to go POTTY. So I'm going to hop off of here and get my kitchen cleanup done. Get started on my day. So until next time, I'll see you. Stay in, stay warm if you can. I hope you're prepared for this storm. And until next time, as always, be kind. Please be kind to one another. And I'll see you next time. Ryder needs to go to the potty, so we're going to take care of that. So, till next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.